Straight thing.
Survive 5.
Hall of Famer Tito Santana, hoping to give. Hello,
Hey guys, this Ken.
Hello there, my very good friends, ATB and Tan, till 5.
Wedding my jeans, bro.
Greetings, salutations. I'm the Notorious ATV. He's Till 5 to him. We're Till 5 Wrestling. We've got 5 segments, and this one has been very important. Tan has been doing his Tan on Japans for a while. Now, Tanner's favorite wrestler was Chris Jericho. And when we planned this segment, Chris Jericho was still his favorite wrestler of all time. So tonight we're going to start things off with Tan on the Canadian legend, Chris Jericho.
Well, I actually did write a bunch of notes a few weeks ago when we planned this idea, and then Scarefest happened.
Scarefest was a convention we attended last weekend. I had media pack. No issues with Scarefest as a company.
No, great show. Excellent. They treated us like gold.
Yeah, love Scarefest. Absolutely.
Love to do it again. First of all, Chris Jericho was charging $100 for a photo and $100 for an autograph. No combo deals. You pay both. You fucking pay both because he needs the money.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
He really needs the money because he's totally not getting that Saudi blood money.
No, not when he goes to WWE.
No, definitely not.
Well, and then he was doing a recording of Talk Is Jericho. We were going to try to go to that.
No, it cost $150 a seat.
Yeah, because we used to be a podcast. Now we're just a show.
He must be going back to WWE because he's getting really good at pricing his fucking fans out.
That's true. He is. He is. Now, a place that didn't price their fans out was Scarefest weekend.
We loved it.
Absolutely. It was a blast. Scarefest weekend was October 17th to the 19th at Central Bank Center. You all can catch a more in-depth discussion of my weekend there. Hopefully, Tan gets to hop in when I'm with Eldridge for his show Friday on Nostalgia Trip. It's going to be like a team-up again, like days of old. As we talk about the show, it was fun to get together with Eldridge. And hopefully, you all can join us there. Now, we're going to get into a crossover that I've kind of been looking for.
Yeah.
Somebody that doesn't get all the love that he should have. Folks, it's crossovers. Ken Shamrock.
The world's most dangerous man.
That's right.
Ken Shamrock.
Now, one thing that I actually didn't realize when I first started brainstorming the segment, Shamrock actually went into wrestling before he went into
I didn't realize that
UFC.
either. When I was putting some notes together for this, I was like, holy shit, I didn't know that he was, okay.
Yeah, he was trained in 88 under Buzz Sawyer.
Yeah, he took an interest in the shoot-style MMA wrestling when he joined Universal Wrestling Federation in Florida, which is a Japanese shoot wrestling company, or was a Japanese shoot wrestling company.
Inspired by Dean Malenko.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's,
he liked it so much and he did so good in the shoot promotion that he would join the UFC in 1993.
Where he would be a badass in the UFC.
And he would become the first ever UFC Super Fight champion.
And that's why he's a crossover. Because he is more known for his UFC career.
Very successful.
Legit Hall of Famer.
Yeah, over 40 wins in the UFC in his career.
I have watched the man fight several times. I love it.
Yep.
I've seen him lose more than I've seen him win just because of his age. But it's still fucking
I've unfortunately got to see a lot of his older fights live. I actually watched him and Kimbo Slice like 3 months before Kimbo Slice died, and it was horrible.
Him and Tito the last time. That was laughing.
Rough.
But
we love Ken Shamrock.
You know, in wrestling, he would debut as a referee for the best match of WrestleMania.
Build really hyped up. Build is the world's most dangerous man.
The only person who could contain Stone Cold Steve Austin and Bret Hart's I Quit match.
And at the time, that was big because everybody knew who Ken Shamrock was.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a blast to see that because Shamrock, and it was cool to see him throwing Bret around.
Yeah, it absolutely was.
Yeah.
He stood up for some great matches later.
I feel like if Bret had stayed, we would have had Bret and Shamrock in some epic WWE title or WWF title matches.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. while he was in the WWF, he would win King of the Ring.
Yep. He would also win the Intercontinental Championship once and won the Tag Team Championships once with Big Boss Man as part of the corporation.
Yeah, Shamrock would also go on to be part of the Union.
That's true.
With Mick Foley.
They all carried on 2x4.
Yeah,
Yep.
the little hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Whatever they were doing. He would leave in 99. He was super uncomfortable with an incest angle that Vince wanted to run with his sister. But still, he was uncomfortable with it, so he would leave.
Well, Vince always wanted to run his incest angle.
And he would work the indies a little bit, but in 2002, he would pop up in a young upstart TNA.
And he would come in with Malice, who we mentioned last week. We're both big
kind
Malice
of full circle here. Yeah.
That's kind of what we're doing this season. We're having some full circle moments.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we're connecting dots for those of you.
That's right. A beautiful little picture. Happy little trees.
Yes, there are no accidents.
No.
We've got Shamrock in TNA. He comes in. He's like a legit name for them when they first come in.
It's a really big deal at the time.
It is.
He's one of the biggest names they've got at the time, and a lot of people, even at the time, said Ken Shamrock should have been WWF champion. This is an opportunity to right that wrong.
And he was the first NWA champion for TNA.
Super credible.
Very credible, and it worked out great for the company.
Unintentionally would kick off TNA's history with UFC fighters.
Yeah. He would end up going back to UFC and MMA.
It wasn't as successful the second go through, but still picked up some wins here and there.
He would end up popping up in Impact Wrestling
in 2019,
working a pretty good storyline with Sammy Callahan.
A few years. He was there for 2 years. He did a nice little story with Sammy. He did a little retirement run, and that was it. He was done.
Yeah, he popped up to help Sammy one last time, and then he's not.
That was it. Now he is on a WWE's Legends deal. He's back in the video games. They're making toys of him again. Ken's making that money, and he's retiring, and he's happy.
Yeah, and I'm happy for Ken.
Yeah, Ken deserves it.
You know, Ken, he built this house, and he deserves it.
That's right.
Now, if you're working on your house, perhaps you should go see our good friends at Stover's Liquidation at 481 Tulsa Road, Oak Ridge, Tennessee, 37830. You can call them at 865-523-4449. You can see them from 8 a.m. until 6 p.m., Monday through Friday and Saturday. They are closed on Sundays. They're 24 hours online at www.stoversliquidation.com. Go see them and tell them
TL5 sent you. Well, last week we left off on the Brian Pillman segment. We did a TL 225 on Brian Pillman, and we left off talking about his cruiserweight run. And just like we said, we're going to pick up right after that.
So here we are, cut short, Brian Pillman.
So after his cruiserweight run is where he would notably join the Hollywood Blondes with Steve Austin. They would have tag team success. They would win the NWA Tag Team Championships once and the WCW Tag Team Championships once. From there, he would join the Four Horsemen. You know, he's the Rogue Horseman.
Yeah, he was. He was kind of their wild man of the team.
It's interesting. Cool. Yeah,
that's where we also got the beginnings of the Loose Cannon.
You know, I respect you, Booker Man, as he was Urab and Bobby Heenan right after.
Well, I mean, hey, look at that.
Hey, there he is. Not in there though.
No,
but he's on the show. But that's okay. But yeah, and you know, he would actually convince WCW
to release
him.
Yeah, because he was going to go to ECW.
Under the guise of he was going to go to ECW to rehab his injury and work on his character, and then he was going to come back to WCW as this major character.
Yeah, and Bischoff claims that he didn't care either way, but
I don't think that's true.
No, I think that it pissed him off that Pillman got one over on him.
But he would join ECW, and he was very controversial. He pissed in the ring. He did. Pulled his willy out and pissed right in the ring.
Well,
I don't think worked the match. He was dealing with that
injury. I don't remember him working any matches in ECW.
No, I don't think he did. He did a few promos, though, and they were fun.
Well, he was further selling this Loose Cannon side of it.
Well, it wasn't long after that he would join the WWF. Totally the opposite of what he said he was going to do once he honed in his character.
Well, I think he wanted to be there with Steve.
Well, it made sense for him to be there with Steve, especially in the new character that Steve was doing. That actually was a natural foil to what Steve was doing at the time.
Yeah, the two worked great together.
Yeah, they did.
And
he would join the Hart Foundation.
Yeah, he would join further selling that story.
Yep.
He would go into a storyline against Goldust. This Goldust was one of the Americans against the Canadian faction there at points, and Marlena became a ploy in it. Unfortunately, before that storyline got to end, Pillman would pass away.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And, there's always that question of what if.
It's always what ifs here on Kill 5 Wrestling.
And I like to think that there's an alternate timeline out there
Mm-hmm.
where Brian Pillman would have lived. So this is the alternate timeline the loose cannon lives. First off, I think that if Pillman had lived, he would have won the storyline with Goldust and kept Marlon.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. We would have had, when Stone Cold went into this feud with The Rock for the Intercontinental title, I would have had Pillman be the one to take the title from Stone Cold. Because it would have worked on several levels. I don't think Austin would have had a problem putting him over.
Absolutely not.
You no longer had the Hart Foundation as a group.
Yep.
For Brett's foil. So this was an opportunity to put Pillman at a higher level. I think Stone Cold would have loved to do that. And I think it would have worked for Pillman and Stone Cold to have kind of shook hands at this moment. And that be the end of their heat for now.
Yeah, but that's a story that you can always come back to.
Well, I would have went with Pillman and The Rock for the Intercontinental title for a while.
Okay.
And my WrestleMania 14, I would have had The Rock walking out with the Intercontinental Championship against Pillman.
Mm-hmm.
And then Shamrock would have gone into a feud with The Rock after that.
Okay.
We would have delayed the Shamrock feud, but Pillman would have been right there. Actually, let's backtrack. Calling it on. Pillman's going to drop the belt at No Way Out. We'll go ahead and do Rock and Shamrock. Pillman is not on WrestleMania. The night after WrestleMania 14, when Stone Cold Steve Austin comes out there and flips off Vince McMahon, he gets attacked from behind by Brian Pillman. And Pillman shakes Vince's hands and holds the WWF Championship.
No.
The next week, Pillman comes out there in a suit and tie as a corporate Brian Pillman.
Oh, no.
Because he respects Vince McMahon. And we have Stone Cold and Brian Pillman as Stone Cold's first rivalry as WWF champion.
That would be good.
I think would have been a lot of fun. You had a lot of good matches. Obviously, I would not have had Pillman win the belt. I like Pillman, but I just don't.
He was too banged up with injury to be the main guy at this point.
But I think this would have been nice for him to have gotten this.
He would have got a rub.
Maybe this be the writing off of Brian Pillman as a wrestler even.
Sure.
Maybe SummerSlam, that is the final match between these two guys. Heck, go full circle. Make it Hell in a Cell.
There you go.
Because the debut of Hell in a Cell was Pillman and I guess you don't really have to stretch it out that far.
No.
Because you did at King of the Ring. You had Hell in a Cell back.
You did.
So instead of Kane and Stone Cold in a first blood match,
Pillman and Stone Cold
in a Hell in a Cell.
Yep.
And that is
the
end of Brian Pillman's in-ring career.
Yep.
And he can become a manager for Kane.
Okay. Because
imagine the loose cannon working with Kane, getting into the monster's mind. I think that would have worked. It would have been a lot like the Sean O'Hare Devil's Advocate.
You've been similar to that.
Yeah, I think that would have worked really like him being this evil man that gets into it. You could even have it spread. Pillman getting into...
You like it spread.
Pillman, because how did the Hardy Boys first break through as a tag team?
They just kept working.
The match that broke them through was the Terry Invitational Tournament.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes, it ended in a ladder match against Edge and Christian.
Wow.
Where Terry would manage the winners. Terry Runnels. You could easily slide Pillman in there because of the Marlena storyline.
That's true. There's implications.
Pillman could be this evil father of darkness.
Yep. Okay.
I mean, shit, there's your new higher power for The Undertaker when it's time to reveal that. There is so much that you could have done with Brian Pillman.
You could have turned that into a darker character for sure.
Yes. Well, I mean, when he loses Hell in the Cell to a man who claimed to be his best friend, who takes his career from him,
That takes him to the edge.
that makes him a broken man.
All right.
And we get him
Broken Brian
Pillman getting into the ears of others. He's got Kane, he's got the Hardys, and then he could just make it even more that he is this darker person by being the person that unites Kane and the Undertaker.
That would be really
With a ministry of darkness. He unites them together. I think that would be a lot of fun. Brian Pillman could have been great for the Attitude Era. Now, if you're looking to get a little elevated and watch some Attitude Era,
you need to if you're going to watch Attitude Era.
Some of it you do, because it's not near as good as you remember.
No, it's not.
I do recommend that you hit up our good friends at Green Hemp Company. Sorry, I forgot to change the graphic with the extra E. It's GREENE Hemp Company, Green Hemp Company. They're rolling in the foothills of the Smokies at 2560 East Andrew Johnson Highway, Suite 3 in Greenville, Tennessee, 37745. They are open from 9 a.m. until 10 p.m. Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. until 7 p.m. on Sundays. Green Hemp Company. Go see them. Go see our friend Hot Donna. Tell her that Till 5 sent you. Tell them all that Till 5 sent you. Ryan, if you're watching it, I hope that you know that I know how to spell your name. I just forgot to put the extra letter.
Sorry, Ryan.
My bad. So, this is it's a week after WrestleDream for us here.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess we really have to review it.
Yeah, we have to. It's a great show.
Yeah, it was. It was a blast. First off, let's go ahead and just state match of the night was the tag team title match.
Absolutely, man. Takeshita and Okada versus Brodito. You couldn't ask for a better match. You couldn't ask for a better tag team match or match in general. I mean, those guys went out there and tore down the house. If I'm not mistaken, they went just around 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was just incredible. Go out of your way to watch that match.
Yeah, that was match. And I told you when we were sitting down watching, I said, there's going to be something that steals the show.
And it was this.
Yeah, because this was the show where we had the first Hangman and Swerve. There's going to be something that is unexpectedly a higher level.
And Bandito, no offense to anybody else, but Bandito every week is going out there and showing the entire world why he is one of the best guys in the business.
The show officially started out with the tailgate party
the pre-show, the tailgate
on TNT and HBO Max,
where you would start with the Death Riders, which in this case was Claudio, Pac, Garcia, and Yuta taking on Roderick Strong and the Conglomeration.
Pac in tights, not a single.
Yeah, Pac in tights. It's a good choice.
I don't like it.
Good choice.
I thought the singlet was a nice change.
He was bullied out of the singlet, so he's done with the singlet, I hope.
Well,
taking on Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, Orange Cassidy, and Tomohiro Ishii.
They defeated Roderick Strong and the Conglomeration.
That's right.
Not the Conglomeration.
Just let you know.
Roderick's not part of the group.
Roderick's not in the group.
No, he even had a little bit of a separate entrance because Kyle ran back and got it.
Yep.
Honestly, that's probably the most memorable part of the whole match.
Yeah, and that happened.
Yeah.
So then you go into Eddie Kingston and Hook beating the shit out of the Frat House Stinker. Next, we go into Harley Cameron and Willow Nightingale taking on the Top Gods, which is Megan Bain and Penelope.
I'm really looking forward to this tag team title division. Me and you were talking about it. I really wish that we gave Megan Bain and Penelope Ford more wins.
For sure.
Because
build them up as the most credible tag team
they would have been.
to start.
I think that would have been the place to start for tag teams.
Yeah.
But instead, I think we're probably going to go a different route with a bigger name instead of a better tag team.
We'll see.
Yeah.
So, if you guys are wondering why we started with the pre-show this time, because we never do, it's because AEW did something different.
They did. A lot of shit.
A lot of people shit on it, but I actually really liked it.
Fuck those people.
Fuck those marks.
Yeah.
I loved it, and I told you during the show,
it.
as it happened, I said, holy shit, this is really cool. This is a good way to hopefully grab some extra viewers.
It's a great idea to try and grab some viewers. I don't like it because it makes WrestleDream feel rushed And if WrestleDream is rushed, then why are we having interest?
Oh, it's not rushed, pal, because it's a 14-hour pay-per-view, it felt like.
Yeah, well.
But that, of course, we're talking about FTR versus Jet Speed. A lot of fun.
Match,
Great,
yeah.
Fine, good.
FTR wins. They didn't need to win, but they won.
You start into the main card now,
Yeah.
and you get Jamie Hayter versus Tekla.
Fun match.
Fine.
Yeah. Jamie Hayter wins.
They pair up well. I really like Tekla. I hope that she is pushed very strongly in the future.
I think we're going to build Jamie Hayter back up.
That's good, too. That's
first,
fine.
But
she deserves that.
Tekla will get there eventually.
We go into one of the top 3 matches of the night for me, Jurassic Express versus the Young Bucks.
It was a fun
match. And a ball. Yeah,
it was, yeah.
Great match. Of course, Jurassic Express won the $500,000 in that match.
Of course.
The Young Bucks are in horrible debt now because of their injury.
Well, they're the Jobber Bucks.
So sad.
Yeah. Well, if Nick would quit gambling all their money away.
Yeah, that gambler.
Yeah.
Those gamblers.
That's the problem. If you or someone you know has a gambling addiction, there are plenty of places you can reach out for help.
That's right.
Like if you're just that big of a piece of shit that you're blowing all your money or you're having to borrow money from children, maybe you should get some help for your gambling addiction.
Or you can visit our friends at www.sportsbetting.com. Pornographic, we got new sponsors.
Alrighty then. So then we get into what is probably my second favorite match of the night. The Hurt Syndicate against the Demand.
Oh, it's so much fun.
Oh, it's
so much fun every time.
And Bishop Khan said it on Twitter. I agree. Put this man in the Continental Classic.
Is so good.
I've said it for years. There is money in this guy.
Yep.
He is a star in the making.
He's got the look. He's a great wrestler.
Yep. I love that he saved Ricochet and took the blow for him.
Mm-hmm. We're telling some stories
here. We are. I think that we're going to get some trio champions out of the Demand soon because I think the Hurt Syndicate's going to win them on Dynamite.
For sure. I hope.
If you're watching this episode before then, if you agree with us, give us a thumbs up. If you don't, tell us to eat shit.
Yep. Anyway, as long as you comment.
Yeah, just comment. We'll take it. If you're watching it afterwards, be like, you know what, you guys were right. The Hurt Syndicate will be great champions. If the Ops held the belts, why? Anyways.
Yeah, so then we get into another match that's always fun when you get
these guys
together. You get Mark Briscoe and Kyle Fletcher.
It was a really good TNT title match.
Ended in a low blow, of course.
Kyle keeps the belt because he's never going to lose.
He is the greatest and longest reigning TNT champion ever. Not yet, but he will be.
He will be. Yeah, because he's going to hold it forever.
He's the only TNT champion.
He will be TNT and AEW world champion at the same time.
And unified champion.
Yeah, he's just going to hold them all.
And Proto Sheeta could be the tag champs at the exact same time.
That's right. We'll let Sheeta hold all the Japanese belts, and Kyle can hold all the AEW belts, and we'll just...
Bingo, baby.
There we go. Bingo, bango. Chris Statlander then retains her AEW women's title against Toni Storm.
Well, we're telling a story with Storm. She's kind of down on her luck, and later on in the backstage segment, she would reunite with Mina Shirakawa.
After the next match, because Mercedes Moné, Ulto Moné, as I like to call her, but it's Ultimo Moné is what she's calling herself.
Ultimo Moné is better.
I think so.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Ultimo Moné.
Ultimo Moné is now, what, a 12 champion?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, she got 12 belts. She's covered in gold.
There we go. She beat Mina Shirakawa.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, she's now the ROH television champion.
Interim television champion. That's what
interim champion. Yeah. So when Billy Starks comes back,
it's
Red Velvet.
Oh,
right. I'm sorry.
That's a dream match we're all looking for: is Mercedes versus Red Velvet. Stir it up, stir it up.
Yeah.
All right.
Backstage, we get a really good Mina and Toni Storm segment.
They're both down on their luck,
but we have each other.
And you know that it might be likely if they win the tag team championships. For the
I
first
think
time.
they could be a really good.
Likely.
Well, it's a good thing for Toni to go into.
Sure.
Because she's a draw, obviously, and everybody likes her.
And we're wanting to put Mina over, and so far everybody likes Mina.
Yeah. Everybody loves Mina.
That's true.
Yeah. So I think that's a great idea. Let's put the tag team titles on them. Maybe they'll go against Ford and Bane in the finals.
Great.
That would be a good one to me.
Sure.
Yeah. So then we get into the AEW tag team titles,
which we've already discussed as being an awesome, great.
Grodito retains against the Don Callis family.
Watch it.
Yeah, watch that match. Takeshita and Okada great tag team. I really wish that we would have more time with them as a team.
That's my only complaint.
I told you that I think they should have been the champions. I told you that weeks ago.
Yeah,
I
you
think
did.
They should
You
win
did. And you were right.
Yeah. I like Brodito, but I don't feel like they need each other. Or they need the belts. Because I think
can pivot back to Brodito winning the tag team championships anytime you want to, but in order to tell this story with Takeshita and Okada right now, I think the belts could be a benefit to that.
yeah, it could have.
Yeah.
But Tony's got a vision.
And I'm liking it.
I'm liking his vision.
liking
Whatever.
his vision. It's a little different than ours, but I appreciate it.
Yeah. The Callis family, they didn't pick up any gold, and they may be losing a member by the time this all said and
We'll
done.
see what happens on Wednesday Night
But
Dynamite.
did you also on the pre-show, the Callis family decided to pick some beef with our friend Juicebox's favorite person.
Big Boom AJ.
Yeah. So don't worry, Juice. We got some booms for you.
Boom! Boom! Boom!
Yeah. Anyways.
All right, well, then we get into
Not the main event.
the world title match.
AEW World Title match.
Hangman and Joe, and it was fun.
It was
fine.
a very good match.
Hangman, of course, retains.
But then we get the Ops turning heel.
That's right. They go in for the Hangman handshake, and then they all attack.
Yes.
Shibata's an interesting thing.
As long as he shows up.
He's
I'll be
gonna
happy.
be fine.
Yeah. But let's get into the match that everybody's talking about.
Yes, Darby Allin versus John Moxley in an I Quit match.
Yeah, that had a fish tank spot that I will go on the record
That
right
fish
now.
tank spot. I think
It was
that
stupid.
the nail spot hurt me worse.
I think that, why is the only person that came out to help Darby the 60-year-old man that retired a year
Yeah,
ago?
where's everybody else? Did they already go to the after?
Why, honestly, where's the conglomeration?
Yeah, that's true.
They got their asses beat earlier in the night
That's
by
true.
him, and none of them came out to help Darby.
No, they didn't, because nobody gives a fuck about Darby. Darby's fighting for himself here, and that's respectable.
Yeah. Well, I hated that. I didn't like some of the decisions made. I'm happy that Darby won. I think that
Old Man Sting was a cool visual.
it was a
though.
cool visual.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that was
I think
really neat.
that could have been saved for Dynamite this week, maybe.
Nah, fuck that.
But no, let it.
They always want to pop with the pay-per-view, and clearly we didn't have anybody debuting, so you might as well use Old Man
Well,
Sting.
But if you had had Darby win this match on his own against Moxley on his own, you don't have all the 1,800 run-ins. It would have been a lot better to me.
Well, you're going to get the run-ins either way from the Death Riders.
Well, then you could have had the conglomeration come out at least.
And that's probably what should have happened.
And that could have held them off.
Because I'll tell you what I didn't appreciate is the visual of the Death Riders kicking the ass of everybody in the AEW roster for months and months and months. And then one 65-year-old man with a baseball bat ran them all off.
Well, yeah, and let's be honest. If you've got the time to get a fish tank out and fill the son of a bitch up with 2 jugs of water,
Mm-hmm.
and then dip a man into it like 8 times, then you have time for somebody in the back that actually cares about him to make his way out to the ring.
Nah, nobody really does. So.
I guess not.
That's
But why is Darby fighting for AEW? AEW ain't fighting for Darby.
Because Darby doesn't love the people. He loves the letters, I guess.
I guess. Yeah, I've not liked the Death Rider storyline for the majority of it.
It's post-title, it's been more tolerable to me.
It has, but I hope that this is done now.
I think they're all badass. Like I like.
They're
the
all
workers.
great
I like the
workers.
fucking
It's
badass.
It's not a
but,
complaint on the workers. It's a complaint on the storyline.
Yeah, the writing.
lacking.
The writing is off here.
Yeah.
It doesn't fit any of their characters really.
Yeah. So hopefully this is the end of it.
But we're gonna rank this out of 5 stars because I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
I'll give it a 4. It's honestly,
Yeah, I
it was
loved
a good show, but it's on the lower, maybe even a 3.5. Like,
Really?
Yeah, it's
I
on
thought
the
it was
lower
really
end
great.
for
I
me.
thought the match quality was right up there with anything
I
else.
liked the show. I
Down
didn't
with it.
love the show. I enjoyed the hanging out more than I enjoyed the rest.
Well, I enjoyed the hanging out and the wrestling.
Well, that's true. But if you enjoyed AEW, let us know. If you didn't, let us know. We don't just let us know something.
Let us know something.
Yeah, give us a
If you're a
thumbs up.
WWE mark, let us know. We'll bully you a little bit, but
We
let us
will.
know.
You'll probably like it
Yeah.
because you're fine with paying high prices and all that shit.
Oh, and by the way, Fuck Bill Goldberg.